Hello.
Hi, I'm Joanne.
Good morning, it's Amy.
We're at Magpies Cottage. Welcome back.
It's good to see you.
Yes, we can't see them.
I know, but it sounds nice.
It does sound nice. Oh.
Okay, it's a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we're both a little groggy.
Yeah, it's been a little rough. Well, a little pokey for me. I'm not used to being pokey in the morning. I had to take Lucas to the babysitter, well, Becky.
Oh,
And
by Becky.
so, like a half an hour getting him ready. He's so pokey in the morning. And you know, he's 4, so you don't want to get him dressed. You want him to learn to get
Oh,
himself
no,
dressed.
Joanne, sorry. When
So-
they're 4 and you got to get somewhere on time, you get them dressed. Forget
Well,
it.
I did have enough time, but
Okay.
I'm just not used to that pokiness.
Okay, yeah,
So-
well, see, we're kind of used to that because that's what,
Yeah.
I mean, now that Cora's in kindergarten, she gets herself dressed lickety-split every morning, and she's
Okay.
in that school routine, but that when we were taking her to daycare, no.
Yeah.
We just, hey, come on. I mean, she would have her stuff, and we would encourage her to get herself dressed. Absolutely. But we had her do it right by us, while I'm doing my hair or something, so that I can keep an eye on her. Because
Okay.
otherwise, man, that's poking around.
Yeah,
Forget that.
I realize Liz must actually be getting him dressed every morning to get out of the door in time.
Well, can you
so-
blame her?
Right,
You don't want him
because
to
she's
work
got
late.
2 of them to deal with.
Yeah.
But Cadence had a sleepover last night, so she wasn't home.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah, that's her second one since she's been at this school.
Okay.
So that means she's fitting in well, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good news.
So, anything else fun happening in your life?
I'm just counting down the days, man. Let me out to sun. Let me out.
I'm
done.
counting myself.
Oh, shush.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Summer, I always describe it as this retirement practice.
Yeah, it is, really.
And I'm getting really good at it now.
Yeah.
Let me out.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Well, I have 10 more days. How many days do you have?
Of school?
Yeah.
8.
Okay. You're lower than me.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll be
Yeah.
going back in September.
Yeah,
I really,
I won't.
I'm ready. I've just, I'm done. And I don't know if I'm done because I had a very challenging year this year, my kid-wise, or if I'm done because I want to be retired. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
don't
I'm
know.
done. And I told him that. So,
Okay.
and I said to him, you know what? And if you do things that would not be the world's best choice and you end up with some serious consequences of it, it's all because I told you I'm done. My patience is thin.
Yeah.
And kids do understand that. And they're very different people at school than they are at home anyways.
Yeah.
So, things that they would do at school, they probably would not do at home, and there are things that they would do at home that they would not do at school. It's vice versa. So, I don't know. I'm done.
Yeah. So.
We'll be celebrating. Next time we podcast, you'll be a
Yeah.
retired person.
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
And you'll be on summer break.
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh, wow.
There'll be balloons, I think. We'll have to have balloons in the background.
Yeah.
Celebrate. Well, today is Sunday Fun Day, so we're gonna get guests soon.
Yes.
They might pop up in behind us.
Yeah, it's okay. Whatever.
That's okay. Yep. No problems with that.
Okay.
So.
What you working on? Oh, do you have any FOs this week?
I have a big FO back there, my quilt.
It's beautiful.
You can only see half of it.
Yeah.
Other half looks just
Here,
the
here.
same.
There in its full glory.
Now that's a
This quilt.
jelly roll, so it's really quick. And then I just took some strips of the white and made them 12.5 inches, sewed them to each end of the jelly roll, and then randomly cut it to give you that staggered edge. So, yeah.
the back is beautiful too.
Yep, I got it.
That looks
Batik.
like a batik. I was going to say,
Yeah.
I'm beginning to recognize a batik.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if that means I'm understanding fabric or not, but I recognize that as a batik.
Yep.
Oh, this is gorgeous.
Thank you.
You know what? This one here, with the brown in it, I think
Uh-huh.
that's one of my favorite stripes.
Oh,
I
okay.
think that one's really pretty.
Yep. Every stripe's in there twice. One of them's in there 3 times.
Wow. Now I gotta look which one's in there 3 times.
You want a hint?
No.
Okay.
I'll figure it out. I'll know by the time we leave here today.
Okay.
So I'll have figured it
Okay.
out. Because I'm going to be staring at it out of the corner of my eye now. Now that you set that out there.
Uh-huh.
Dang, I hate that when you do shit
Yep.
like this. Okay.
So that was an FO
That's
for
a
me.
big FO. That's pretty.
Yeah. And for FOs also is my dyeing yarn.
You guys show this off.
And so this time I did a lot. This was my favorite. It's
a
this beautiful gray. This one is on a bamboo wool nylon blend. This is made with black beans. And this is what it looks like on a wool nylon. Now you'll see the difference if you put them right up close to each other. The wool nylon is a much more matte finish, where the bamboo one has a little bit of a shine to it. Takes the dye just a little differently. I love them though. This is a beautiful gray. I can see myself, like this one I know I had 1 cup of beans in the water. But
Okay.
you know, if I want a lighter gray, I could probably,
Are
you know,
the
go
beans
half.
cooked?
Well, they are by the time they dye.
Oh, okay, yeah, you put them in hard.
I put them in hard in water and boil them for an hour. Well, simmer them for an hour. I bring them up to a boil, knock down the temperature, and simmer them for an hour.
Okay.
And then I strain the beans out, and then I put the yarn in.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, because you wouldn't want mushy beans all over your yarn.
Yeah. And you know, as soon as I find out what colors I want, then I'm going to try something like put one skein in, wait 5 minutes, put another one in, wait 5 minutes, and keep graduating up
So you
and
have
see
a
if I can
gradient.
get a gradient set.
Well, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, so those are the things I'll play with once I get my colors down. But I think the gray would be a beautiful one to do that gradient in.
Mm-hmm. Very pretty.
Next time I'll bring the coffee that I dyed, because that turned out really nice too. I dyed just plain coffee, and then I dyed a coffee on top of the yellow onion. That turned out really pretty.
Ooh.
Coffee on top of the onion, because it is a real golden brown.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, so I'll bring that next time. I figure every time I'll bring you one to show you. And once I have washed them and tested them all, I'll have them for sale in the shop. By the end of July is my goal to have them for sale.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. So, you want to talk about all this new yarn before we get into...
Well, I got my FOs.
Oh, okay. All right.
I had some fantastic finishes this week.
Okay.
It's done. I wore it, actually. It looks fantastic on.
Did you wear this on the last podcast?
I don't know if I did or I didn't. That's why I brought it along.
Okay.
Did I?
I thought you did.
Well, maybe I did. Okay, done. Okay, we don't have to look at that one anymore then. Forget it. This one you have not seen.
No, I haven't. Oh, I love that on this.
This is novelty.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
It drapes and just clings. Okay, I was gonna wear it today, but for the podcast, but I want to wear it to school tomorrow. So
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I didn't. I didn't. So it
Okay.
fits perfect.
Beautiful.
Feel it. You got to feel it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you don't know that this is cotton yarn. This is the Kobasi DK. It makes, so like for a summer weight sweater that's in DK, this is beautiful.
Beautiful.
I just love this. It blocked beautifully. I mean, I did a spray block on it, and you know, I pinned her down and did a spray block on it, and it took out all the rolling and wiggling that was going on with it.
Okay. And the
then
hem was, how did,
I didn't even hem it.
okay.
Remember we talked about that? I thought with this pearl ridge on the wrong, to me the pearl ridge was on the wrong side.
Yeah.
But apparently this is where you would supposed to be folding it over for the hem. You could hem that if you wanted to, but
You don't need to. It's beautiful.
I love
like
the
that
edge.
little roll.
I like that
Yeah.
little edge. And this is an I-cord.
Show them the edge.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so there's the bottom. All right, and you've got this pearl ridge. I don't even know if I'm showing it right. Okay, there. But on the inside, you have an I-cord edge, and then there's this ridge here that's a pearl ridge. On the front side, you know, it's like a divot, kind of. And so theoretically, you would fold it over And I'm thinking if you fold it over like right the next stitch after the ridge, you'll get a nice folding spot.
Yeah.
You will. And the pattern says fold it over and hem that down, slip stitch that hem down if you want to.
Okay.
Okay? If you don't have to. And I
Yeah.
chose not to because it laid so flat anyways.
Yeah.
If it wasn't laying flat, maybe I would consider it.
Right. I wonder if that purl ridge helped it lay flat, so it didn't roll as much.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But certainly the I-cord is part of that.
Yeah.
So at
Beautiful.
any rate, this is the one we're going to have
Show
a class
the
for.
lace close up
Oh,
too.
yes.
Yes.
On the side, you have these.
Oh, that's the one. Janet and Mary were in yesterday. They said you had a class in there with a short sleeve and long sleeve. I said,
Yep.
okay. And I was like, which one's short sleeve and
There's the
long sleeve?
lace. So it
It's
goes up the
this one.
side, under the arms, and then it's also on the shoulder. So, and it is just an Arrowhead, nothing fancy lace. It was pretty. I mean, my gosh, I had that lace memorized, pattern memorized in 2 repeats. Not, not hard at all. And so you start out over one of the sleeves, I think the right side, and you just knit your sleeve. Then you add on for your sides. And so you're knitting, you got some long rows here in the middle, all right? But then you knit, then you knit across the shoulder. So you're coming this way, knit across the shoulder, do your neck opening. So you need 2 balls, you're working 2 balls. There's a V in the front, and then in the back, you've just got some shaping that you do. And then after you hit, you know exactly where your halfway point is, the bottom of the V.
Sure.
And then you work your way back up the other side and down the other arm. That gets most of it done. I had thought I would need to block before I did the sides. Nah, didn't need to.
Okay.
And so then you pick up your stitches very carefully. And actually, that one of them is a provisional cast on, and the other side is live stitches.
Okay.
So you unpick your provisional. There's your stitches, and then you end up with stitches. You end up with stitches all the way around like this, and you knit this strip of the lace going up, eating up the stitches along as you go.
Okay.
And what I like is she has got the ease figured out perfectly.
Good.
So I'm very happy with this. And
I want to make one.
yeah, the class we're going to talk about provisional cast on because you need to be able to do that. Well, we'll start out with the construction and how this all works. That was just the short version of it. And then we will talk about a provisional cast on because I'm finding provisional cast ons are used a lot more than I ever thought. I never knew what one was until about maybe 2 years ago, and then provisional cast on. I think it was a Knit Pearl Hunter knit along that I learned how to do it. Okay, and then that's the first half. We'll talk about the neck shaping and the 2-ball management. And then the second session of this, because it's a 2-part class, once you got your provisional cast on going and your sleeve going, once you get to that point, it's pretty much no-brain knitting. It's back and forth. Knit a row, purl a row in this case, because it's stockinette. And then we'll get together and we'll talk about how to do this part, the lace panel under the arm.
Right,
to connect it all.
And that lace panel is much like when you do an applied border.
It is,
so
exactly.
once they learn this,
it's
they'll
an
be
applied.
able to do an
That's the
applied
best
border.
way of looking at it. It is an applied border, and so yeah. And it didn't take me long. I literally did one underarms, lace panel one night, and then the next one the next night.
Okay.
It did not take long at all.
I want to do that with some variegated yarn, so then the variegated's running up and
Yeah,
down.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so the way I think we've got the class in the schedule as this basically novelty, this short sleeve version. However, if you are looking at Laura Nelkin's Novus construction pattern bundle that she has, you can actually knit this technique with any of them. So say you don't want to do the short sleeve summer, okay, this exact pattern comes long sleeve, okay? So yeah, it's novel. This is novelty. There's a novel long, and I kind of want to knit a lot novel long. So I might knit one along with the class.
Oh, yeah.
So I can do the long sleeve version.
And do that one in wool.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And
Okay.
then she also has, oh, it begins with a G, Gola or something like that, where it takes the same construction. The lace panel's different in that one, or it's not even a lace panel really. It's a different panel. But that one, it's color blocked, vertical stripes, and that one I really love. But I wanted to, you know,
Nice.
do these first. The way this drapes and the way it lays, because of it going the other direction, is really nice.
Okay.
So, FO,
Beautiful.
wearing it tomorrow. If you
Beautiful.
yeah, I can't wait to wear this. I mean, I did try it on, and it just lays lovely. You know, I think I'm having a lot of fun lately. Everything I'm knitting, my sweaters, they're fitting. And so I don't know if I've really learned how to make it fit,
Yeah.
you know, fit, or if I'm just getting freaking lucky.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Okay.
I am having a blast. So, and I can't put enough of a plug in for Kobasi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cotton, bamboo, and silk is what that's made out of. So perfect summer yarn.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And it comes in DK or fingering, and this one is the DK.
Yeah, this is DK. If anything, you know, you lift this, it's heavy, you know, but I don't think it's going to be hot.
Okay.
It doesn't
It'll
feel-
breathe. Yeah.
It'll breathe.
Yep.
You know, with big lace panels under the arms, it will.
Oh, for sure.
So that's my one FO. And I brought this.
Beautiful.
I weave. I'm taking this classes up at the Pigeon River Rec Center, and I finished a baby blanket. And I don't know if I showed my gray one on the podcast because I finished it and had to deliver it because it was a gift. This one is just going in the baby gift stash at home.
Okay.
So this is a Huck lace pattern. I'm going to hold it up close so you can kind of see the lace in there. It's got, you know, these little crisscrossy things going on. And then, so I wove this out of a Knit Picks cotton. And so it's 100% cotton.
Okay.
And you have a bit of a border on that end. I did the hem on the machine. I
Yeah.
like the way that hem looks on the machine. You could hand stitch it if you wanted to, but I just thought, nope, I'm
Yeah.
not doing it. So yes, this is my new baby blanket.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. I bet it smells funny to you. I used a new product called Flatter.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one that Patty Lyons was talking about in the podcast.
Yep. We have that here at the store.
I didn't know we did.
Yep.
Well, this is a scented one version. So
Okay.
I'll move it over there.
You know, and my supplier just put it on their discontinued list. I don't know if they're going to stop making it or my supplier's just going to stop carrying it.
Oh,
I don't know.
huh. That
Yeah.
stinks.
It's made by the same people as Soak.
Yeah.
So,
And it comes in the same kind of bottle.
Yep.
And I
Just
love
a little
Soak.
spray on it. Yeah. Yeah, we have some here.
Well, apparently you can use it spray blocking, and then
Okay.
it smooths out your wrinkles and spray blocking. Or you could use it with an iron. And
Okay.
I press that only because I have to take it Monday night to the bus stop for weaving, so I wanted it to be all pretty.
okay.
So I pressed it. But
Okay.
yeah, that's been washed and dried in the dryer. That really is slick too. I like that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so those are my FOs. Okay, so now we got a table full of new yarn. Let's see. What's this?
That
I
is
didn't-
a Noro cake. It's
called a
like
rainbow.
single ply and it's hardly even twisted. I keep thinking about this. This one's like one that I think about in the middle of the night. What am I going to do with this? Because it's gorgeous. Why don't you pull it out of the bag to show it? You know, the girls had priced them, put them out, and I had them go dig the plastic
This
bags
is what it looks like.
out of the garbage because it looks so delicate.
Well,
I didn't want to
yeah.
put them on the shelf without it.
That's probably a
But
good thing.
you know what I'm thinking I might want to do with it is a
It's
felted
the-
purse.
Oh, yeah. What's fabric content? 100% wool, yeah. This would be
Yeah.
amazing felted. And it's kind of, you know, it reminds me of a roving.
Yeah, it is. It's like a roving because it's a single ply, barely twisted.
It says this product is not a yarn and it is not twisted. Pilling can happen by friction. Short fibers may come out of the product, easily to be felted, and roll shape is breakable. Please handle with maximum care.
Yep.
Okay, the bag, based on that, I've never seen that on a yarn label. Based on that, though, I'm thinking it's probably a good thing to keep it in the bags.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this would be maybe best for felted products.
You know that little Lucy bag? Mm-hmm. I think this would be a really cute one.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about knitting a purse with it. We'll see what happens.
Oh, that'd be fun.
It'll be in my FOs if I do.
Pretty.
But if you can think of something, we have them here. They're $19.99 for the roll. And how many ounces are in there?
It's 100 grams.
Oh, okay. But there's a lot to it because it's so airy and fluffy. I think that 100
wonder how
grams
much-
will go a long way.
Yeah. I would think so, too. But I would like to try that Lucy bag with it. I've seen that bag in a number of places, and I just think it's cute. So,
Yep.
okay. And then we got some Ella Ray came in. Phoenix Prince.
Now this is my favorite for dishcloths. I know other people like the thick worsted stuff, but this is my favorite.
Oh, I would never have thought to try this. It's a mercerized cotton.
Yeah.
Do you have this in solids? These are beautiful prints.
I have Phoenix cotton in solids. I had a lot of them, but a lady came and bought most of them.
You know what? This might be great for weaving. Like if you want to weave like a table runner. Or something like that.
It would be plaid if you put it both ways.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I would do the solids. And maybe do something plaid that way.
Okay.
My next project is going to be a table runner.
Okay.
And then I've also got I'm going to set up my loom I want to just play with my loom at home. My home loom and my class loom, you know, they look different. And I want to set up my home loom and I want to just do some mug rugs.
Okay.
And just very basic. I've got some carpet warp I'm going to use. But you know what? This looks like almost the same weight as carpet warp.
Okay.
Maybe a little lighter. And definitely not as stiff.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, but I think it could make cute little mug rugs.
Oh, sure.
Maybe I'll get some of this and play with it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot on it. I think you could make at least 3 washcloths out of one of these.
Oh, really?
Whereas
251 yards, yeah.
the stuff up front, that Fantasy Naturel, you only get like 1.5 washcloths.
Well,
out of
that's a little
ball.
heavier, and I
Yeah.
do like the Fantasy Naturel for like a market bag. Those are perfect.
Yeah.
But this is nice, and in 2 colors, rainbow. I like
Yep.
that. And then just I call this one Summer Party.
Yeah. And there's a whole bunch more of the colors we already had, but these are the 2 new colors.
Okay, and then we've got this stuff.
Totally new product.
Okay, totally new product. That's the label. And there's another color here. But I gotta show it to you this way. See how gradients? There's a gradient.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is pretty with the purple. I like this. Brown and purple. Okay, so what weight is this? I don't know.
Looks fingering to me.
Well, let's see. We've got 150 grams.
Is there 600 yards? 810 meters.
That'd be about 600 yards, yeah.
No.
No? More than that?
Yeah, more than 600.
Okay.
I would say it's gonna be about 720, 730 yards. So it's
definitely
a
is enough
very
fingering.
light fingering to a heavy lace, I would say, in that area.
Okay.
And it's 5% mohair, 15% wool and 80% acrylic. So, you know, I'm a sweater snob, so I would tell you don't make a sweater with this.
Absolutely not.
Because it has too much acrylic. But I think it would be a beautiful shawl or cowl or a hat and mitt set. I think it would be fine for all of those things, but not a sweater.
I would want to do it something big
Yeah,
because I could see this in some sort of like a baby blanket.
yep. They're showing a shawl on the label.
Yeah. Because you'll lose the gradient if you don't go big. And I think that's one of the neat things about it, is this beautiful color sequence.
What does it say? Where's the washing instructions? Oh, here.
Well, it's acrylic, probably.
Oh, yeah, machine wash, 30 degrees centigrade, but not dry, no dryer.
Must be the mohair.
Yeah,
The mohair
so you
will
can
felt
wash
in there.
it and wash it in the washer on gentle and lay it flat to dry, or hand wash it.
Well, I sure think it's pretty.
Yeah, I do too. Obviously, that's why I bought it.
You know what? Something entrelac would be pretty in this.
Oh,
like
yeah.
some pillows.
Oh, yeah. It's fine though, so you'd have little bitty squares.
Yeah, yeah. And you know, you
Yeah.
wouldn't even have to do it. You could, wouldn't have to be entrelac either. But I'm thinking pillows would be kind of fun. Put this on it, you know, just the front of a pillow, and it would gradiate it up. And if you got, you know, if it would work out right, that this would be your center. That'd be very cool.
I have some more of these up there that have the purple on the outside, so they start and end with purple, but
Well-
it's the other colors are same.
Huh. Well, that's got to be just where it ended up in the mill run.
Yeah.
The way they caked it up.
Yep.
But I mean, I'm also thinking if you start with like a pinhole cast on in the center, and then knit out,
Oh, yeah.
and then those, you know, so you'll have this center, and then it'll gradiate out,
That'd be pretty.
and it'd be kind of fun to see how, you know, you'd have to be pretty dense. To make a pillow out of it, I would think. So it'd have to be pretty small needles, probably a 3, or maybe even a 2.
Yeah.
You know, but small stitches and gradiate out. I think it'd be really kind of fun to play with.
Yeah. It says.
I don't have time to play with this stuff. I'm full of great ideas, but I don't have time to play.
Yeah.
When would I do that?
It says you can use 3.5 to 4 millimeter needle. I think they're saying millimeters because they don't have the U.S. on
Yeah, it's
there.
got to be millimeters. Everything
Yeah.
else is in a metric on it. So.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So that's that.
And then we have something new from our resident indie dyer. Well, now we got 2 resident indie dyers here.
I'm not selling yet though. I'm
oh,
just
okay. She's
playing.
experimenting.
Yep.
Well, Laurel is, and she's got these really cool. What are we calling these?
Garden party. They're the garden party sets.
It's her garden party. So we start out with a beautiful gray speckled. This is speckled variegated, pretty skein, and then she puts with it 2 of her minis, her pups.
Yep.
So I love this purple and green combo. It's gorgeous.
She has other colors up there where you sweat. It's not purple. It'll be like a pink one or a yellow one. But the green is consistent through all of them.
Okay. Well,
You have to come in to see the other colors.
Yeah. Sneaky bugger, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Playdate Shawlette.
Ah.
That's the name of the pattern. I was looking up this pattern because Playdate Shawlette starts out with a full skein of something, and then it has a striped edge to it with a mini. You wouldn't need both minis in this for this Shawlette, but you'd only need one of them. But that's okay. Makes great toes for a sock or something. You know, I mean, it's not like you can't. It's not like you never need a mini skein. You know,
Right.
so and you could. Because there's the 2 minis, you could decide which one you wanted, but it's called Playdate Shawlette. Because I saw this on Ravelry, and I happen to have a sock and a mini set at home, and I ran across it on Ravelry, and I thought, oh, that would be perfect for that, because the yarn is called Pickle Pop, and it's the colorway. I don't even know what the dyer is. You know how you got sock yarn up the yin-yang. But anyways, it was a lime green, olive green. It's all greens variegated, kind of semi-solid looking, with purple. Pickle
Okay.
Pop.
Cool.
So, at any rate, that's how I found that shawlette. And when I saw that Laura was going to be doing these, because we had you had some in the shop the other day, and when I saw that, I'm thinking, I got to find that pattern. I got to
Do
find
you
that
have a
pattern.
picture of it on your phone you can share with people?
Yes, as a matter of fact. All right, there it is. And so in this one, the variegated is the main body, and then you've got the green in here in the center is that garter ridge is where the mini comes in.
Oh, very nice.
Yes, so Playdate shawlette. Let's see, what are some of the other, here's another picture of it on a mannequin. All right, and let's see. That's a nice picture of it. There. So yeah, one of those, what do you do with that one skein of sock yarn and that mini skein kind of shawl?
Okay, very
So-
nice.
Yeah, I found that, oh gosh, a couple weeks ago. I mean, it's in my queue to knit. I don't know when I'll get there, but I will. You know how that goes.
Okay,
So,
nice.
what you working on?
No, I got
Oh,
new
you-
stuff fabric.
Yeah, okay, I'm
I
not
have-
talking about that.
A whole bunch of Cave Fawcett came in.
Oh.
And we got charm squares and we got jelly rolls in all of these. And the Cave Fawcett came in and it's the green blue colorway. And also, was this the one? I gotta make sure I show you the right ones. Not this one. How come I can't read?
Oh.
Oh yeah, this is the Cave Fawcett. This is the one all in reds. So it'll be all red and orange. And there's, like I said, jelly rolls and the charm squares. And then we got the Free Spirit. This is Murmur by Valerie Wells. And she's got a beautiful line this year. And here is the jelly roll of that one.
Wow.
So, kind of pastel-y.
Okay, so
And then-
what the heck's a jelly roll?
A jelly roll is what I use to make that
So
quilt.
it's just a whole roll of long strips?
Yes, 42 of those long strips. Usually it's 2 of every one. Depending on how many fabrics the designer put in that line.
Okay,
Oh, this one's 40 piece, not 42.
okay.
So, and then we have a whole bolt of this one fabric up there. It's hard to see here, but you just know there's whole bolts for borders. So we got lots of new fabric up there. And one new weird thing I just thought I'd let you know, we have these big rings for making mandalas, those crocheted things. And you can hang your crocheting on the wall.
Okay, I'm going to just show something here as I'm sitting here looking at Joanne and she's talking about the fabrics. Let's say you were going to make a quilt like this. Here's your accent pillow. I'm just saying, look at that. That would be so pretty together. You know, I
very
mean,
nice.
if you were going to make like a bed ensemble, you know, you could do accent pillows with this
Yeah.
and this. How pretty, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
They go great together.
They do. It
Yeah.
was just what I was sitting here looking at this and I'm going, oh my. But that's my eye for color. I always see things how they fit together. So,
And then now, kind of leading into FOs, I'm wearing Rebecca. You probably recognize that.
Yes.
We've had that around a while. Oop, where am I? I have these shawl catchers, which are
that's
all-
why you're putting a shawl on. It's June, for heaven's sakes. I'm thinking, why
Yeah,
are we putting a
yeah.
shawl
And
on?
why I had a price tag hanging on me.
Didn't see that part.
It's just like, it's like a memory wire bracelet. But, you know, I've seen people wearing those shawl cuffs. And I thought, well, why can't you get something a little more delicate? And so I made
Okay,
these.
so show me how that works.
You just open it up and put it on.
And it holds your shawl in place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, for heaven's
It's
sakes.
so easy. And take the price tag off first.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's like 10 different designs up there. And I think they're selling for $12.99.
Okay.
Something a little different.
That's the secret to wearing all these shawls we knit. You just gotta rock it. And that would be one way to do it.
Yep. Yep. I was thinking about maybe, because they make the wire the right size to make the charms for wine glasses. I was thinking about getting some of those, because for the ones that get real small here, you know, the big triangles, but you just want the ends in it, that might be a new product very soon.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Her creativity is amazing. Okay.
So that's, I don't have anything else finished. I have works in progress now.
Okay.
All right. I am still making my Roselle tee from Patty Lyons Knit Along. I finished the front finally, and now I'm on the back. I got the lace going. I'm on, I think I just did row 20 or 21.
Oh,
so I got my lace. Yeah, it looks pretty good. No
Yeah.
problems. I was a little worried. A lot of people had problems, but it went pretty good.
It's not hard lace, it's just different.
Yeah.
It's kind of an irregular pattern because some of the things where you would see vertical lines that you, when you read your knitting, you want to visually line up some vertical lines. It doesn't do that.
And
As it does, but it takes a while for it to develop, and so it's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, especially because one of the things has a center line and one of them kind of doesn't. It,
Right.
You know, that throws you. But I'm very used to reading charts. So I think that might be why I had an easier time than some of the girls who are struggling. I think they're not so used to reading charts.
Oh,
So
you
that
see,
could
I
be.
consider, when it comes to charts, I consider myself AC/DC. So
Okay, and then the other thing, this is my home project.
I have not seen this.
This what you did, but it was a year ago.
Oh, okay.
I was making this around ZK last year, and I never got much past the little shell pattern on the bottom. I don't know if you remember that. This is Morning Sky.
Oh, I want to knit this.
And
Oh, I love it.
yeah, and so now I'm really making some progress. So it shouldn't be too long till I'm ready to split for the sleeves.
What's
This-
the yarn?
This is linen silk blend.
Oh,
No wool, no cotton, just linen and silk.
we got more of this stuff?
Oh yeah.
I have to find some silk yarn today. It's a fingering weight. It looks pretty thin.
Yeah. I don't know, it's in by the Sports, but I'm using a size 3, so I would call it a fingering.
Okay, I've got to find some of this stuff.
Yeah. I got to put a couple more of these aside for me because I've only been taking them as I need them. But
Yeah,
now,
you better, because I would buy this color in a heartbeat.
I'm going to modify this pattern a little.
Okay.
Let me find the first page.
Yeah, this is in my queue.
This is Heidi Kermeyer, her Morning Sky, and I look right here at the bust.
Oh, there's a lace
There's
panel right
a
over the
lace
girls.
panel right over the boobs. I don't think that's going to look good. So I'm going to change that all to stockinette there,
Uh-huh.
where the little line across
I
the
think
boobs
the lace
is.
panel would look nice across the shoulders.
Yeah, and on some people it lays that way, like bigger busted people, it is that way if you look on the project page. So I would suggest if you're going to do this pattern, look at the project page, look for somebody that's about your size,
That's a good idea.
and then decide what you're going to do. And I'm just going to modify it that I'm going to do that plain stockinette right there. I'm going to decrease for the yoke. I'm going to probably do provisional on the armholes when I add it instead of doing this lace. And then I'm going to try to reverse this lace, or I don't know if you call it lace or a shell pattern, and do it upside down on the sleeves. And that'll make them a little longer.
Because you're knitting down this way,
Yeah.
it's going to be upside down.
Right, right. And I should be able to figure that out. It shouldn't, you know, wherever there's a decrease, I'll put an increase. So I should be able to figure that out just fine. And so I'll go down a little, and then my sleeve will be closer to my elbow because, you know, those arms get jigglier and jigglier as we get older. So,
No. Really?
well, for some people. Not all, but for some.
Yeah, okay, mine are jiggly too.
Yep.
Mine are, but see here's how I get around it. This shirt has tight sleeves.
Yeah.
And then, see, it holds it in there. Well, no, it doesn't.
So the yarn, why Amy never noticed it, and it just
I know why.
proves my point because it's on a ball like this. Here's the label, Taki Stacy. Or this one's Stacy Charles. I don't know why. Some of it's Taki Stacy, some of it's Stacy Charles, and some of it's Taki Stacy Charles. It's all one company. I don't know why the different names. Audra Mix, it's called, and it's a linen silk, 75 linen, 12% silk, and 12% viscose.
Okay. How many yards on a ball?
205 yards for 50 grams.
Well, yeah, that's clearly fingering weight.
Yeah. And so there, that's how it comes. And that just proves my point. Anything on these kind of balls doesn't sell. People don't look at it, but it's lovely. I love it.
Okay, she's right. Now, I've been coming into this yarn shop for years, all right? This sweater that my Roselle, the yarn I used for that United.
Yep.
Oh my God, that's wonderful yarn. What kind of ball is it on? All right.
Yep.
This stuff, okay. I have a new project. I have to test this, okay? Laura Ayler's coming out with a tank.
Oh,
And it's so
okay.
cute. It's kind of a boat neck to it. Texture pattern across the top. And then the bottom is skirted in just stockinette. Not a hard pattern by any means. I just think it's so cute. And I'm loving the way this is striping in here.
Yeah, very faint stripes.
Very faint stripes.
You can
I'm
see
loving
it in
that.
the ball.
But I had every intention of walking in the door today, and I told you I was going to yarn shop today.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know about this when I told you I was going to yarn shop today, but I'm yarn shopping today for 3 things.
Okay.
And one of them is that I know that she's going to want people to start this test. She said testers will be announced Monday at the latest. It'll be out on Monday. For this, and I've got a month to knit it in.
Okay.
So I'm thinking this easy, no brain. It's bottom up, stockinette bottom to the texture on the top, and I can't wait to knit this thing because it's so elegantly simple.
Okay.
And she knit hers out of a product called Rustic Silk. I have no idea. I've never used it, but I was going to come in and say, "Hey, Joanne, what do you got in silk?"
Okay.
Well, now I know.
Yeah.
That would be perfect. I'm going to go find my color.
Okay.
Although I do happen to be very partial to blues and greens.
Well, let me put
So,
2 or 3 aside for me to finish, and then there
we'll
still
see
might
what's
be
left.
10 left.
I need about, what did I figure? To do this, I'm thinking 700 yards.
Okay.
So I need 4.
Okay. There's probably that much up there. Because I think I had originally ordered 20 of those.
Yeah. Well, and the one thing that I'm going to do is I was looking at the schematic. She hasn't issued the pattern, but in the testing call, she had the schematic. And what I'm going to do is fit it. The top is going to be one size, and the hips are going to be another, because hers comes down just high hip length, kind of like the Roselle does.
Okay.
All right? That's not my favorite length of a shirt, and I already asked her, can I lengthen it? So, but in order, high hip length is one measurement, and full hip length is another. So I'm thinking I'm going to knit it, my cast on is going to be the full hip, because, I got to get around the butt. That didn't get a whole lot smaller, what the other things did, but yep, the butt. Anyway, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to have to change the rate of decrease to get to the right size for the bust. And then it's just a sleeveless tank. It's elegantly simple. I can't wait to knit this thing. Okay.
Are you doing that part you're adding on split hem, or?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm
Just
not gonna.
regular.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna do it regular, and I'm
Okay.
just gonna make sure that it's wide enough to fit my hips.
Okay.
And so that's what I'm doing. And I can't wait to knit this thing. It's crazy.
Nice.
I don't know when I'm gonna start it, but I have the month of June to knit it.
Okay.
600 yards I can do in when the school's out, man. I can
Yeah.
do 600 yards in 2 days. So I'm not worried, And that's maybe what I do. Just take those first couple of days. I always do that. I give myself the first, couple of days of summer vacation where I don't start any of my summer projects. No cleaning, no yard work. I just say, this is my vacation. It's time for me,
You know what that would be perfect for? Knitting on during Knit in Public Day, because you're starting out all stockinette.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep, that's next week Saturday,
Oh,
everybody.
and yeah, I was thinking about that. You know, when you were talking about how many days we've got of school until retirement, all that stuff. I was thinking, I was thinking about my Saturdays in June because yeah, Knit and Public Day is next weekend. Then and when I was thinking, oh, the 15th, that's when we'll be podcasting. That'll be our first non-work Saturday.
Right.
So.
Yep, but next week's Knit and Public Day. Everybody come out. We'll knit on the front sidewalk in front of the store. Can you bring your awning again?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
Ron and I already have talked about it.
Okay. That's nice. Keep us out of the sun. The sun gets brutal in the morning out there. By noon or 1 o'clock,
It's
it's
fine.
gone. But that morning is pretty warm.
Yes. So yeah, I plan to be here pretty
Well,
much all day. I told him.
If
And then
it gets hot.
yeah, it does. It does.
But
But yeah,
confidence that it'll get warm.
no kidding, not this year. Man.
Yeah, we had that one day.
One
it was
day,
like
Friday.
84 degrees. It was so beautiful. And then it went down 30 degrees that night.
Yeah, and it's not exactly. It's sunny out today, but it's
Yeah.
not exactly warm.
Yeah, so we'll have to
So.
see what happens at noon or so. We'll check it out.
Yeah, but we will be knitting, and Ron's going to put up the awning.
Cool.
And so you'll need a lawn chair, something to drink, probably a water
Yeah.
water bottle, at least. And if you want to bring a snack to share, obviously we'll put the snacks inside so nothing gets spoiled outside.
Yeah.
You know, we'll set up like a
Yeah,
little.
we'll put the TV trays out there too, though. So
Yeah,
if
yeah.
You want stuff outside.
Yeah, so we'll have a little table to put our snacks on while we're munching and knitting and that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be knitting, waving at all the cars.
Yep.
So
We usually get a lot of attention.
yeah, but I'm looking forward to it. It's always
Yeah.
a fun day. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, as far as, you know, taking a Saturday for knitting, that one's, you know, up there with a retreat weekend.
Yeah.
So, love
It's
that.
fun. So,
Okay.
what are you working on?
Okay, well, I have stealth projects at home, which I'm not
Okay.
discussing, but just know that I have 2 of them on the needles.
Okay.
A third one yarn wound and ready.
Okay.
I did a stash dive for a 4th because what I want to do with it, I just needed to stash dive.
Okay.
I'm going to bring that out there, though, out here, and you and I are going to do some looking because I have 2 options that I found would be perfect
Okay.
for one of them. Was that enough teaser? Did that on purpose. Okay, and then I brought along my current test because I wanted to show my progress.
Oh yeah, because you showed
Okay,
it with
I
just
showed
the
it with
little
just
green
that.
center.
Okay, so now we're down to that. And it's gradiating out. Every pattern's a little different. Let's do a little close up there. Yeah, and now I'm into the last part of, which would be colors group 3. Color group 3. And then I got a little bit of that to do, and then I'll be into color group 4. So
Okay.
that's where I'm at with that.
Now are you going to do the other side, color group 3, before you do color group 4?
Yarn management is a little bit challenging now.
Okay.
Yeah, because on the other side, I've got this part done. So I'm up to, on the other side, I'm up to this pink and gray section. So there's the other side. That's how far I am. Yeah. But when you got into here, you need the ball free. And so when I got, I could do, I know enough of what I'm doing now that I could do this pink and gray stripe section next,
Okay.
you know, and then
Oh, I see. You're still using this gray. Is this gray that gray?
this gray right here is this gray.
Okay.
So what I could do is up to this point right now. But then I would have to have this gray still attached.
Okay.
Which, when I put it away, I don't like to have yarn attached. Because right now on the other side, where this is, that's the end of that color. So I got a tail here.
Okay.
And it's easier to transport without a ball of yarn attached to it.
Okay.
So that's why, the other part about it is that once I get here, the full rows of color group 4, there's only a couple of them, maybe 20.
Oh, okay.
And then you go into the triangles on the ends to even it out. So I'm thinking,
Oh, it's not going to stay a point on the end?
no, it won't.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it becomes rectangular. So I'm thinking that I am going to just finish this end now.
Okay.
And then I'll do the other one. I wanted to at least get the first half done so I could give Lisa Ross, the designer, feedback by mid-June.
Okay.
That's what my goal was, because she wanted her production and timing and publishing schedule and all of that end of it. She needed mid-June was what she was looking for. So
Now, we're going to see her at ZK, right?
yeah,
Yep.
I will bring this along to ZK and show it to her.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So this is pretty. I love this color group. I just do.
Hey, did you see the class list for ZK?
I did.
Our Tara is a teacher.
I saw that too.
I'm so
Way to
proud
go.
of her.
Proud of you, Tara,
Yay
for volunteering.
for Tara.
Yeah, I was lazy. Didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
You know what? I didn't know what. I mean, okay. When it comes to knitting, do I know how to do a lot of stuff? You bet. Sure, of course. But I look at this the clientele, and I couldn't think of anything I'd want to teach them.
I know. There's
mean,
like some big name knitters that go there.
Yeah, certainly when you look at like in the teams, what people are posting as far as their finished objects to, for the team points and stuff. When you look at what these people are posting, they're posting some very beautiful, beautiful knitwear. And I'm thinking, what could I teach them that they don't already know?
Right.
You know? And so I admire Tara for coming up with a great idea, and good for you. And yeah. Oh, I already have my 2 classes picked out.
Oh, I know the ones I want to take. And I sent you that note because one of them's the same time as the wine thing. And then I happened to go look, and
So you're not going to the wine thing anymore?
I might not.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna
and it's
wait.
full.
No, there was 5 spots left.
No,
I
it's
checked.
full again.
Oh.
So I thought maybe you filled in, finished, looked at it.
No, I have to go look. Because I thought I signed up, but it never came out of PayPal. So I don't know if I missed the
Did you
last
put
step or something. I don't know.
Just to play it safe, I would email Megan.
Well, I did send her one email when I thought I had paid, and then I went back and looked, and it wasn't there, so she might reply.
Okay.
But yeah, I really want to take that Estonian knitting. That's the same.
I thought about it. I did think about it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what though? If you want to take the Estonian knitting, I would venture they'll let you out of the. If in fact you did pay for it somehow. I would think they'd let you out of it.
Yeah. Probably if they could sell my spot.
Both of my classes are on Thursday.
Okay.
I'm taking the Portuguese knitting.
Yeah.
I've wanted to learn that.
Yeah, that was the other one I wanted.
Yeah, and I definitely want to do that. So I will be on my computer 9-ish Friday morning to make sure that I get that one. And then, what was the other one? There was another one. Oh, I think I'm going to take the sock class with Lisa.
Oh, okay.
Only because I'm looking at it more to pick her brain. I want to know how she decides what heels she puts in what socks. That's all. I think those were the 2.
Okay. Yeah. The other one, if I don't get into Portuguese knitting, I was thinking I might take the intentional pooling class.
That would be worth it too. Yeah.
But they're at the same time, so you got to pick one or the other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
No, I definitely want to do Portuguese knitting. And see, there was always a class down at Sheep and Wool that somebody every year teaches Portuguese knitting. And the timing has always been bad because that is our kickoff to Mystery Shawls or Mystery Series. That
okay.
same Saturday is always the kickoff. So I can't get to Sheep and Wool on the Saturday. And so I've never been able to take it.
Yeah.
However, maybe if I, between an intro in this class and then maybe a YouTube, I'd be able to figure it out. Being a continental knitter, purling is a little bit more challenging, and Portuguese knitting style cures the continental purl problem. Now, how it does it, I don't know. I have no idea, but I'm going to find out.
Okay.
That's why I'm taking it.
Yeah. So I'm interested in that too. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, no, the class lineup, it was funny, we were talking about it Thursday night. It's like, maybe it's nobody's signing up.
Yeah.
No, people signed up, and they came up with a phenomenal list of classes.
Oh, definitely. Yes, very nice.
Got your project picked out? I got all my knitting figured out.
I think I am going to
projects.
start a brand new raglan top-down sweater, hopefully with some of my homemade yarn, and then I'll just work on that.
I am
Because
bringing...
that's usually pretty simple.
2 projects. You know how I knit that sweater last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Marie Green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not doing another Stillwater this year. I'm going to do Edie.
Oh, okay.
And that was the other thing I'm picking up yarn for today. Well, I know what yarn that is. The silk, the wool silk blend, blue. Oh gosh, is it Regia?
I can't remember.
I've
Or
been
either that or Debbie Bliss.
No, it's not Debbie
No?
Bliss because I'm not a Debbie Bliss fan. This one I think it's over there. It's a wool silk blend sock yarn, and you
And it
got
just says silk on the label. I can picture the label.
Yeah, and you got it in a blue, a green, and there was a burgundy. Well, and I told you I wanted to knit a sweater out of that navy blue. Well, I'm picking that up today because that's going to ZK.
Okay.
And I am casting it on when we leave town,
Okay.
and that's what I'm working on until it's finished. Now, being a top-down, I think it's top-down. Maybe it's bottom-up. Don't remember. Anyways, being a summer tea kind of sweater, that'll be done before I come home. And so that's my plan. And
Okay.
then, so because that'll be done, then I'm taking Magical Thinking along.
Okay.
And that'll be my backup project.
I'll probably take 2 different pair of socks along too. Just, you know, because I like to have socks along.
I happen to have 2 socks on the needles that
Okay.
need finishing. Maybe I
Well,
should bring
those are
those along
kind of
too.
nice if you want to go outside to knit, or if you want to take knitting to the restaurant or something like that.
Good idea. All right. I got a pair of Rose City rollers on the needles, and then I have my Christmas socks from my Christmas Eve cast on. Not from last Christmas, the Christmas before. I have to finish one sock. And then I
Okay.
think I'm on first sock syndrome on that. I haven't even started the second one. And both of these I'm doing them one at a time, and I'm thinking, why am I doing socks one at a time? I
Oh,
never
yeah, that's
do
not
socks.
like you.
No. So
Okay.
that's what I'm taking. So I have my clothes figured out. It's all the sweaters I've been knitting.
Okay.
And I got my 2 ZK t-shirts. I bought both of them, and I wish I would only bought one, but oh well, whatever.
Okay.
And yeah, I got it all figured out. I know exactly what clothes. So it's like I'm packed already, for heaven's sakes.
Okay. You should wear your Ann Bud t-shirt there.
It doesn't fit.
Oh, okay.
And Bud t-shirt was pre-weight loss.
Okay. I don't think mine ever fit. I think mine was too small. I think they only came up to a 2X and it didn't fit me ever.
I have to see what. I didn't even know what the heck size I got.
Okay.
Well, I got my 2 ZK t-shirts. So
Okay.
And one of them,
Yeah.
I bought the gray one because I'm going to wear my magpie shawl with it.
Oh, okay, perfect.
That's why I bought the gray one. But to be honest with you, I like the blue one better. So I might just wear. So one day I'm going to wear the gray one. One day I'm going to wear the blue one. One day I'm going to wear that purple sweater, that one. Another day I'm going to wear. Oh, the one I just finished, my blue and green, my crazy one, Breezy.
Okay.
There, so that's 4 right there.
Yeah.
I need one more.
You got 2 sweaters here. You're crazy.
Oh, I probably
one,
am
and
not going
2
to take
shirts.
Roselle.
Oh, you're not taking
Probably
Roselle.
not.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I could.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it'll be the popular sweater there. So do you want to be popular or do you want to be, you like to be on your own?
I am on my own.
Yeah. So, but you know, there was a lot of people in that knit along, so
Yeah.
I
yeah.
think we're going to see a lot of those.
Yeah. And yeah. So at any rate, I got it all that figured out.
Okay. Yeah.
I think of bizarre things when I can't sleep at night.
I'll be packing the day before.
Yeah,
You
okay.
know, that's me.
No.
So, okay, what's coming up? Well, we're talking about everything coming up. We got Knit in Public Day on next Saturday. We got ZK. We got a bunch more classes
Oh, the
coming
class,
up.
yeah. There's my color work. We're going to knit Pearl Hunter's Building in Color Afghan. That's coming up. That'll start end of June. We've got the Novus construction, and like I said, in the all the materials that Joanne put together on it, it is the short sleeve. However, there is nothing that says you can't knit any of her Novus construction patterns with this. So if that summer tea thing isn't your cup of tea, that's funny. knit one of the other ones. I'm fine with that because I'm thinking I'm going to knit the long sleeve one.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. And then I have Shifty sweater coming up too, that Andrea Mowry won. The sample's here in the shop. Come and see it.
okay. We got a knitting at the library coming up.
Yep. And the mystery shawl, not mystery shawl, Mystery Mania
Yes, it's
is
not all shawls.
taking sign-ups now. This week we'll draw for the winner for the free
that's right.
patterns. We have last year's Mystery Shawl Mania all in the front window, and it's on its last days, so it will be coming down on Thursday. If you haven't seen it yet, stop in and see the
Oh, they're
window.
just that. You know, it's funny. We were sitting here. Was it you and I? Maybe I don't remember. We were just. I just remember in the last week or so being at the shop, and this lady and her husband were walking by, and they stopped, and I didn't know who they were at all, and it was so cool because she's looking at them. You know, he lost interest pretty quick, but it's a guy. You know, whatever. But there she was, and she's studying every one of them, and you know.
It was so nice.
Yes, and the way we do, the way Mystery Shawl or Mystery Mania is going to work this year, it'll be a very, very interesting window. A lot of different things going on with it. So I'm really excited that, you know, and the funny thing is that's why I'm excited about what we picked out. Well, okay, what I showed you and I picked out, but whatever. Anyways, I'm excited about it because it's very different. But I can't wait to cast on all of them. And that's what's weird. I mean, for me to have 3 of them on the needles already, that's crazy. Just crazy. So, I like to be ahead of the game, but this far, I don't know. So lots coming up. Make sure you're on our newsletter list so that you get that. If you're not on it, you're not getting the newsletters, call us, get put on it. They usually ask you while you're checking out, the girls will ask if you want to go on the newsletter list. So make sure you sign up then. All the classes will be listed there. And I think, especially with you retiring, you can expect to see more daytime classes, so what I think is kind of happening, because I'm still stuck working, I'll do more night teaching and Joanne will do more day teaching.
Yep.
You know?
And the workshops I teach, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have them all that they're just going to, because the workshops are not dedicated teachers. So the workshops I'll be having while I'm also working at the shop. So they're going to be $5 only.
Oh, wow.
And you get a $5 coupon that you can use that day only.
Oh, fun.
You know, you can't
So
hold them up. You
Yeah.
you can't hold
So
up a
what
bunch.
are the workshops? What kind of things are you going to do in them?
Like there's one just for cast-ons, one
okay.
for increases, one for doing a Latvian braid.
Okay.
That one was requested. They're just little workshops, and they're only going to take about an hour. But, you know, I'll allow more time for that so people can sit around and practice and play with the thing.
A lovely, wonderful idea.
Yeah. And so basically it's free as long as you're a customer, you know. And everybody will help each other. You know, it's not like one teacher has to help everybody. True. Everybody can help each other. It's a workshop.
I like that.
So yeah.
Huh. I should pay attention to that because I come in and help like in the summer at least.
Yeah. And I think most of those are going to be like Wednesday afternoons or Thursday at noon, something like that kind of.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm going to do all my sewing classes. I'm going to try to do those. Like we're starting the Log Cabin Club Tuesdays and Thursdays starting the 10th of July, I think it is. I mean, Tuesdays, the 2nd and 4th week.
Okay.
Not Thursdays, just Tuesdays. And that's going to be from 10 to noon on those Tuesdays.
Okay. Well, that's good to know because you're going to help me design my quilt. I'm doing my first quilt this summer, and Joanne's going to help me figure out how to do it because the fabric I want to use in it, well, it's kind of unique to begin with. You know, remember, it's all the beer labels?
Beers, yeah.
Yeah.
And so you have to treat it kind of like a panel and fussy cut out your pictures so that you get your design centered in each one.
Okay.
each of your squares. And then you have to decide how you want to put those all together.
Okay.
I have graph paper, and we can sketch it all
Okay.
out.
Well, that's cool.
So-
So at any rate, yes. You know, we'll have to make some fun with that, you know, the work in progress starting, because I won't get to that, obviously, with ZK in between there and ending school. The month of June is not going to be quilt working
Yeah.
on time. But
Right.
that'll be come July. That's what we're going to do.
Okay.
So,
Yep, I can
All
help
right.
with that.
I can't
So
wait.
yeah, just keep watching the newsletter. A lot going on. So, but start by coming out this Saturday for Knit and Public Day.
It'll be fun.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
See ya. Bye-bye.